Hi guys, it's Lucy and welcome back to another video. Today I am going to be answering a few questions I've been asked over the past few weeks regarding paramedic science and university in general. So yeah, a little bit of a Q&A. So the first question is, how does uni compare to your expectations? I was always quite nervous about coming to university. You're moving away from home, you're meeting new people, you're making new friends, but as a whole I'm really enjoying it and it definitely goes above and beyond my expectations. I knew by finally getting to study something I've wanted to study for so long, I would enjoy it, but I just didn't realise how much I would enjoy it. Obviously I'm yet to go on placement, so I don't have that side to my degree yet. So who knows, maybe I'll have to re-answer that after 14 weeks of shifts. The next one is, I'm applying to uni next year but scared I won't make friends. Any tips? I feel like, obviously I can only talk from my degree, paramedic science. My cohort is very much like, we're all very close to each other, we get on really well. There's always that fear you're not going to make friends, and I think most people have that fear that you're not going to relate to someone. Moving into accommodation is one step in making friends. My course, people who have been put in a flat together, they are very close. However, once you start going into lectures together, we have skills, so we'll be going into skills together. You meet new people, you make friends that way as well. There's always a chance of making friends whether you're in accommodation or not, so it's not that you need to be in accommodation to make friends. I just think you have to work through it. If you don't feel like you're making friends, that isn't a problem. It will all of a sudden be that someone will just click with you and you'll just get on so well with someone. I think it gets to a point when you're at degree level, you kind of feel like you can talk to anyone, whereas when you're younger there's always that barrier of talking to people, but you get to kind of degree level and that barrier is slowly disappearing if it hasn't disappeared already. So I think making friends will be fine. You just got to stick with it. If it doesn't feel like it's going well, you just stick with it and you will find someone that clicks. Next question is, what is it really like to study paramedic science? I've had my heart set on being a paramedic. I wrote a tweet recently. Here you go. So this tweet I tweeted recently, it says, you've got to love the student paramedic community, whether you're in the same cohort, same university or a completely different university altogether. Everyone wants each other to succeed. Yeah, so through social media you meet loads and loads of people on the same course as you. They might just be at different unis and they're all so supportive, and it goes the same in my cohort. Everyone wants you to succeed, lecturers want you to succeed. Basically anyone with a paramedic background, healthcare background, they all want you to do well, and that's what I love about paramedic science, is that that is the case. That being said, paramedic science is bloody difficult. You're going into something that you've never been able to study for, whereas say you were studying history at university, you could have done history at GCSE and A-level, whereas paramedic science, that's not on any sort of curriculum. So yeah, there is that in the fact that you've never studied anything like it before. Obviously with like anatomy and physiology, that's like very biology based, but the actual clinical side, the paramedic science, unless you've got some sort of background where, like I've got St John Ambulance, but it still doesn't prepare you for paramedic science life, I guess. It's not to put people off or anything, it's just the facts that it's a bloody difficult course. And that being said, from January to end of March, I think it was, I was in uni 4 times a week, and that can be like draining. You're not doing your 9 till 3 or whatever time you did at school, but it's draining because you're learning new stuff constantly. However, I love going into university. I must say, finally getting your uniform and putting that on, that is a pretty fab experience. I've been wearing, you know, your little combat trousers, cargo trouser kind of things for a while now with St John Ambulance, but to finally put on the green version, and put your top on, your jacket that says like ambulance on it, student paramedic epaulets, stuff like that. It makes it feel so much more real, and it's an amazing feeling. You saw in a video I opened my stethoscope, and it's an amazing feeling to finally be doing something that you've wanted to do for so long. So if you have your heart set on something, definitely go for it, because it's a great feeling when stuff goes to plan and you finally get to do it. I think you've got to understand that with paramedic science though, and just being a student paramedic in general, it's not all about saving lives, I don't know, bringing people back from cardiac arrests and stuff like that. There is very much the whole communication side and aspect to the degree. And also, like, things can't be sugar-coated. There are paramedics who get PTSD, you know, there's mental health, struggles with mental health. There are things that we come in contact with that no other person is going to come in contact with in their whole lifetime, and I think you've definitely got to know that. It's not necessarily something you should sugarcoat and make it sound like it's perfect, because it's the reality of the job. So that is all the questions. I've had loads and loads of other questions, and I'll have to dig them out and make another video probably. But that was like some I got on Instagram recently. Yeah, if you watch these videos and you ever have any questions, feel free to message me on Instagram and Twitter, because I like helping people. When I was applying for university, I didn't have these sort of videos to help me. It was very much emailing universities and emailing paramedics and just asking those sort of questions rather than being able to ask a student. So, and I'll see you very soon. Bye guys.